continues while Hillary Clinton is taking a break from voters. This is Cavuto Coast to Coast. I'm Charles Payne in for Neil Cavuto. Donald Trump set to pound the economy at an event in Ohio today. He's moving swing state to swing state, looking to court Latino and black voters. All this as Hillary Clinton is courting donors. Now, she's taking a break from the campaign trail to hold a big stretch of fundraisers. So does Trump have an opportunity to complete a turnaround? To former Bush 41 campaign aide Mark Serrano, Democratic strategist Jehmu Greene. All right, guys. Hillary, she announced a big ad buy, $80 million, but she's left out a couple of swing states, Jehmu. She chilled out over the weekend. Well, she hung out with Cher. But, you know, feels like she's kind of put it in neutral. She's kind of trying to coast to the finish line here.
I'm a little confused, Charles. How can she be taking a break from the campaign if she's raising money for the campaign?
Well, talking to the people who vote.
She's doing those things that campaigns for presidential candidates typically do. Just because Donald Trump doesn't get how elections work, that doesn't mean that you change the script. She's raising money. She's building a ground game. Every time she speaks to voters, she says, we are hiring in these states. She is actively understanding just how critical this election is. So she's not taking a break. And also, it was her husband's birthday last week.
Well, she wasn't.
Can the girl celebrate?
Look, she wasn't active in Louisiana like Donald Trump. Donald Trump proved by going to Baton Rouge that he is a leader of action. Hillary Clinton is a leader of focus groups. She is passive leadership, and she's demonstrating that. She's going to play this very carefully every step of the way so she doesn't insult anybody, doesn't push off any of the demographics. Look, they are very structured and specific, whereas Donald Trump is talking about rising all boats, all Americans. You know, the Democrats like to break people down by their smallest common denominator and give them handouts. Donald Trump wants to cut taxes for everybody, take regulations away from small businesses, and raise everybody up, including people in the inner city. And Republicans don't traditionally do that, but Trump is.
Sounds like Stronger Together, which is what Hillary Clinton has been running on for the last year and a half. While he has been trying to divide this country, while he has been pointing fingers and making personal attacks at veterans.
You're just uncomfortable with facts. You're uncomfortable with the facts about the open border and about no jobs for 8 years of Barack Obama, 8 years of wage stagnation, 8 years of a lack of jobs.
Hillary Clinton asked her supporters to donate to Louisiana. Hillary Clinton talked to the governor who did not want her down there at that point. And look, the other thing is,
Donald Trump, and he said he's glad Donald Trump showed up. The governor said we're glad he was there.
Donald Trump went down there for a photo op, which was insulting.
That he did. The governor said he didn't want that it would be tough early on for President Obama or anyone like that to come down, considering they needed all the manpower. But he was appreciative of Donald Trump coming also because it highlighted the plight down there, which I think we do. We don't live there. We do kind of everyone else in America didn't get, and I think we all get it. It's a major catastrophe. And Jehmu, some people do wonder why there seems to be different levels of compassionary levers, if you will, when it comes to President Obama. It's one thing to say, okay, you didn't go down the first, second, third day. He didn't even make a major speech about it. I mean, he didn't even get in front of a camera and extend his, I mean, people are kind of concerned about that. I think he really lost out big time last week, him and Hillary, with respect to Louisiana.
Look, I certainly agree, Charles, that the tragedy down there was not getting the attention that it deserved. And whether it's President Obama or the media who has this idea that they're not going to pay attention to what's happening in Louisiana unless Donald Trump or unless the president is down there. There's something broken there. But clearly the president on vacation was actively engaged in making sure that the federal government was responding in every single way possible.
But you just said they didn't get the attention it deserved. You just said they didn't get the attention they deserved.
Well, the agencies showed up. We know that. And I think everyone I've spoken to, we're going to speak to a guy in a moment, seem happy about that. But some people wanted that moral support that can only come from the White House.